Um, Today's vlog is about the basics of riding a motorcycle. Um, for me, I came from riding dirt bikes and I switched over to motorcycles. And there were some differences, but there was a lot of it the same. So it came pretty easy, you know. We'll start with this side. If you can see who's calling me. This side This side is all about switching gears and controlling your high beams and low beams, left turn signal, right turn signal, horn. This side is power, brakes, and acceleration. When you, and I'm not going to ride it, it's just an example. What you want to do is, there's this thing called a friction zone. The friction zone is where you pull on the clutch, and when you begin to release it, the bike starts moving. That is known as the friction zone. That's how far out you can release your clutch before the bike starts moving. So if you have the clutch fully pressed and you roll on the throttle, it'll make a whole lot of noise, but it won't go anywhere. So what I tend to do when I ride a bike for the first time is get myself familiar with the friction zone, because it's different on different bikes. So the first thing you should want to do is get comfortable with the friction zone. Here's an example of what I mean. Okay, get it now. Get it now. Get it. Oh! Oh my God, stop calling me. Yeah. Anywho, if you can see the green light on my bike, that shows you that my bike is in neutral. And what you want to do to take it out of neutral is pull in the clutch completely and kick down on the lever. Light goes off, now you're in first gear. Remember, first gear is down, and then neutral, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So now that I'm in first, I'm not even going to touch the throttle, but when I start letting out the clutch, the bike starts moving on its own. I'm not pushing it, I just release the clutch. But if you release the clutch too much and you don't roll on the throttle, what's going to happen is, oh God, I hate this part, is this. See, the bike will lunge forward and it will shut off on you. That's because now this is completely released and there should be movement going on in the bike, but there's no power acting on that movement if you're not rolling on the throttle. So you have to remember that. Like I said, get used to the friction zone. I'm trying to give you a good sight of how far I can go out before the bike starts moving. About that far. Now if I pull on the throttle and release the clutch at my friction zone slowly, it's not a fast movement, it's slowly. Roll on, ease off. It's a slow movement. When that happens, now you get movement. And you should just practice that. Turn, USA. Yeah. Okay. And that's pretty much what I do, you know, on a bike before I ride it the first time. Now you have some brainiacs who are so confident and impressed with themselves that they don't see the benefit or the need to do such a thing, but it is very important that you get used to the friction zone first, you know, and that's just where you start. The next vlog will be a 2-part series about what to do after you get the bike moving and how to remain on top of the bike and the bike's not on top of you or on top of a ditch or on top of a car or on top of a house. How would it get there? I have no idea, but yeah, remember, pretty much left side of the bike is changing gears, controlling lights, whether it's headlights, high beam or low beam, or turn signals left or right, or horn. That's left side of bike. Right side of bike is controlling the power, with the kill switch, the ignition switch. It's controlling the brakes with the front brake, which is here, the back brake, which is here, and controlling movement with the throttle, which is here. So that's it. I'm going to meet up with a couple friends of mine, and this is Black Knight. Do 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 do. Good times. Do 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 do. Wayne.